What's good, EYTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So these are my final thoughts, basically, and basically my conclusion after a second view. And upon a second view, and these are my final thoughts and conclusion to this fight I just watched between Danny Jacobs and Triple G, you know what I mean? Basically, man, I watched this a second time, and everything I saw happened the first time, you know what I mean? My eyes did not deceive me the first time. I'm gonna go round by round. The first round I had it was basically a feel out round, you know. Both guys were throwing the jab. Triple G definitely has a stiff jab, a neck snapping jab, you know what I mean? And Danny Jacobs, in my opinion, was also throwing the jab, and he landed more power shots. You know what I'm saying? Round two, Danny Jacobs was throwing his jab and he was pivoting and he was making Triple G miss. There was one time Triple G had him in the cornered him in the corner, and he came for a big left hook and he missed, hit nothing but air. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm, the way she made her look bad. Holly Holm made her look bad with that crazy miss. You know what I mean? And Danny Jacobs was also switching stances, you know what I'm saying? And he was jabbing. He wasn't firing as much shots back when he was making Triple G miss. But in my opinion, I gave him the round because, I also count defense, man. I'm a guy who's a fan of guys like Pernell Whitaker. And, I always score defense when it comes down to scoring, ring generalship, effective aggression. And Triple G was not effectively catching the man, you know what I mean? Jacobs was making him miss. Although Jacobs, like I said, where that's a round where I could see where somebody would give it to Triple G because Jacobs wasn't firing back, making him pay after Triple G misses badly. You know what I mean? Round three, there was an overhand right hand that wobbles Triple G. The man Danny Jacobs was throwing jabs, throwing left hooks, also throwing left hooks to the body. Round four, we all know what happened. Easy round to score. Danny Jacobs gets dropped. He gets caught with a straight left hand from Triple G, followed by two right hooks, you know what I mean, to the jaw, and it puts the man Danny Jacobs down. No balance shot, no nothing, man. The man got put down on the canvas, you know what I mean? He got up. He took some jabs to the face. He was on the defensive or fighting on the back foot, not throwing punches, but then he weathered the storm, you know what I mean? And that's where I think the man Danny Jacobs took over the fight, you know what I'm saying? He felt that he's taking Triple G's best shot, and now that's when he got his swag right, you know what I mean? The man, Danny Jacobs, started throwing punches and even getting excited, you know what I'm saying? Telling the man Triple G to come on. The man Triple G was also telling Danny Jacobs to come on, but not verbally, you know what I'm saying? He was just motioning like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying, with his fist, you know what I mean? Danny Jacobs was basically on his, like Manny Pacquiao, smacking his gloves together, saying, what's up, come on, you know what I mean? Especially when he was catching him with some pretty combinations, you know what I mean? Round five, Danny was throwing body shots, you know what I mean? Triple G didn't like it. Even round six, round five and six were pretty similar in my opinion, you know what I mean? After Danny got dropped, this is where I said he weathered the storm, Danny Jacobs throws the body shots. Triple G ain't like it, you know what I mean? The man Danny Jacobs is switching stances, pivoting on the man, you know what I mean? Triple G's trying to cut off the ring. And this is the first time that I see his ring generalship was not up to par as far as cutting off the ring. There was even times the man Triple G, and mind you, I just finished watching this fight right here, and as you can see, this is from a Russian broadcast, you know what I mean? The gen wasn't even in English, So, and last night when I watched the fight, I had it with no volume, so no commentary could sway my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So what I was saying now, Triple G was even running, you know what I'm saying, taking, little jogging steps, not quite the way the man Rungasai was running against the man in the 12th round against Chocolatito, but, running as into trying to cut off the ring because the man Danny Jacobs' footwork was impeccable on this particular night, you know what I mean? He was a quicker, faster, bigger, and stronger fighter, you know what I'm saying? The man Triple G was the one initiating clinches, you know what I'm saying? But Danny Jacobs was getting he couldn't, the man Triple G couldn't hold on for too long, you know what I'm saying? Because Danny Jacobs was built up in that, he was strong on this particular night, you know what I'm saying? Round seven, Danny's pivoting, moving to the right. You know what I'm saying? He's throwing double jabs and right hands, you know what I'm saying? So he's evading Triple G's left hooks, you know what I'm saying? He's moving to his right and he's making the man Triple G miss. And he's also catching him with combinations, you know what I mean? Straight right hands to the face. And also the man Triple G is also catching him occasionally with shots. But I just think, you know, the power shots are what were the more eye-catching shots, you know what I'm saying? Which were the more cleaner, effective shots. And I have to give it to the man Danny Jacobs at this juncture, you know? Round 9, Danny Jake, this was a round that I gave Triple G, you know what I'm saying? And round 7 was also a round where, you know, that was one round which I could say was a swing round, you know what I mean? Could have probably gone either way, you know what I mean? So I could see round 2 going either way and round 7 so far. Danny Jacobs eats 3 to 4 uppercuts in that round 9. That's why I gave it to Triple G. You know, there was even a time the man Danny Jacobs was feeling himself after getting hurt. You know, not getting hurt like wobbling, but getting hit with shots. Then he was trying to act like that ain't faze him. Now he's backing up with his hands down, got his chin up in the air. Triple G caught him with the left jab. Boom, like I've said, a strong, stiff jab. And you know, these were the reasons why I had to give it to Triple G that round 9. Round 10, Danny throwing left hooks at the end of the round. Body shots, the man Triple G is slowing down, you know, and Triple G is initiating clinches, you know what I mean? From round 10, 11, and 12, I gave those rounds to the man Danny Jacobs because Danny Jacobs was the one moving and pivoting, and while he's moving, he's also throwing shots, you know what I'm saying? He's throwing that right hand on the move to stop Triple G from trying to cut off the ring. Triple G was also leaning on to the man, you know what I'm saying, trying to clinch because the man Danny Jacobs, I think, was overwhelming Triple G with the hand speed, you know what I'm saying? And Triple G, my opinion of this fight, I had it the same way, 115, 112 as I had it the first time, you know what I'm saying? But I could see a 114, 113 scorecard, as in 7-5 for Danny Jacobs, you know what I mean? I've put the that Russian broadcast that I watched on YouTube. When the fight ended, they just ended it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't show show Michael Buffer reading the scorecard. So I hopped on to another video for the fight, the Triple G and Jacobs fight, and I heard the Box Nation broadcasters, all of them had it going for Triple G. Some had it 114, 113. I'm not sure if anybody had it 115, 112, but none of those broadcasters had it for the man Danny Jacobs. And I'm not saying the broadcaster's word is the gospel and everything goes with whatever they say, but that's to show you. And in my opinion, I would think they'd be more biased to a man like Triple G, not for any other reason than Triple G is a star. You know what I'm saying? Triple G is a guy who, you know, a lot of these boxing pundits, they revere and say he is what he is. He's a bad man. You know what I'm saying? But on this particular night, they called it for Danny Jacobs, you know what I'm saying? And also, I do score my fights on a particular app, you know what I mean? An app, I think it's called Fight Score or something, okay? And the founder and the maker of this application is based in Glasgow, okay? Glasgow, Scotland. And out of 400 entries, 400 people around the world, from wherever they at, who scored this fight, the average score of this particular fight, Danny Jacobs versus Triple G, is the same as mine. 115 to 112 for Danny Jacobs, you know what I mean? There's a few people also you could check. It shows by the minute or by the hour or anytime anybody posts up a score on that application, it shows their name, their username, and they score, you know what I'm saying? And how they scored it round by round. You know what I'm saying? Some people do have it for Triple G, but there's an overwhelming general consensus that has the fight going in Danny Jacobs' way. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I say this fight was a robbery, because the general consensus, everybody thinks that Danny Jacobs won. There's just a minority that thinks that Triple G won. The body language proved to itself. Danny Jacobs, you know, he thought he won this fight. You could see he got his right fist pumping in the air like, yeah, he feels he wants this fight. Triple G was not he wasn't in his good boy mode, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really, his body language was showing that, he was frustrated for most of the fight, and he ain't win this fight, you know what I mean? Hopefully we do get a rematch. These are my second views of this fight, you know what I mean? And nothing changed, you know what I'm saying? Unlike when I watched Kovalev versus Ward, where I could see how it could go either way when I watched it the first time. Same way when I did watch it the second time. Only difference was one round, in my opinion, and that was round 5 in that Ward Kovalev, and I favored it for Ward the second time I watched it, and that's how I had Andre Ward winning it 114 to 113. You know what I mean? So man, this is B Marsh Boxing. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this second viewing I displayed. You know what I mean? And I think there should be a rematch, you know what I'm saying? But, hopefully we'll see, man. Danny Jacobs, I don't know, man. To me, I feel the man should have been more heated at the post-fight interview with Max Kellerman, and he should have really shown the world, shouldn't have just taken it like, yeah, I did my best, and everybody thinks I won, so I won. No, man, you should let them know, man. You won this fight, and you're the true uncrowned champion right now in middleweight division. All right, B Marsh Boxing. I'm going to catch you on the next vid. Peace. Leave your comments and let me know what y'all thought about this fight if you have watched it on a second viewing. All right.